The response that we've had for the album has been phenomenal. I think it's surpassed all of our expectations in that people have really, really grabbed hold of it. And I think not just our fans, but we've got new fans. Radio have snapped up the singles that have come from it, and that's really given it an extra push.
I think the big thing as well, we sold out of our first batch of CDs.
The day after
it came out, which was like, oh, wow,
okay.
That's pretty cool. It's going down really well.
Yeah.
So
quick, let's order some more. The feedback that's come back is positive, and I think it's willing us on to do more and to do it bigger and better.
It's like you say, it's still our debut album.
Yeah.
We didn't know what to expect.
No.
We didn't know, how people were going to perceive it, what was going to happen. But it is definitely encouraging when people come and say, "Oh, this is great, yeah." But when you're bringing out new material, when's the next album coming out? You think, oh, wow.
There is definitely a space for us in this market, definitely. I think the message from the title is literally, there's a lot of people who are involved in the 9 to 5, the rat race, always trying to be on top, always trying to get there sooner than somebody else. And I just think sometimes you just need to sit back and think, okay, if we really do think about it, it will happen. And if you try hard enough, it'll happen.
And kind of good things come to those who wait as well. Like, especially in this day and age, everyone wants something at the exact moment, it has to be, comes to you.
People have just become impatient, haven't they? Because of the technology that we have these days. So I think sometimes you just need to get back to, to an age that's kind of starting to die off now, and that, you can be patient, you can wait, and the rewards will be so much better if you do.
In my day, it was so much better in my day.
The way it was written wasn't intentionally going to be as 2 separate EPs. It's just that we couldn't fit everything onto one EP.
It was. We didn't write an album, or we didn't write 2 EPs. We just wrote songs.
We just carried on.
It was just a collaboration of songs. Like I say, it was the first time we bit together. So it was just songs that we thought this should really be 2 EPs. It fits together better as an album, and put them all together.
It was when we got the tracks back from the second session of recording that we put them back to back with the other ones, and you could just tell that it was a continuation of what we'd done, because there wasn't a huge change in sound. There was definitely progression in the second lot of songs, but the core stone broken elements were still there.
And that's what we said before we went back into the studio a second time. We said this is just going to be a continuation of what we've done. We didn't think, right, it's going to be a new concept, we're going to go in this direction, we're going to do this. It was just, let's continue what the crow flies, let's just pick it up and
carry on
with it.
We knew what we were doing.
Yeah, it was a more relaxed atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's like seeing your friend again. It's just, as soon as we saw him, we gave him a hug and said, hey, we're still caught up on personal things, and then it was just more relaxed, and then we got down to business.
And we got straight to it. And I think Robin actually smashed out all of her drum tracks in the first part of the day. We could go straight from Robin's stuff onto Kieran's bass on the first day, which is quite strange.
Yeah.
Really. I think it just shows that we just felt at home there, relaxed. We didn't feel pressured to get everything right first time. And I think it was like that throughout the whole process. The second time around, we knew what we were going there for, and we knew how it was going to be done.
And it gave us scope to try new things as well. Like, I was putting the piano on Wait For You, the resonator at the start of Be There, me improvising solos, feeling comfortable to improvise solos on the fly while we were recording. So it was just a more relaxed atmosphere the second time. We were less nervous about being in ROMESH's presence, I guess.
I think what we do is a live version of the song. It's not the studio version that we do because we're never going to be able to do that.
Yeah, we do what we can with what we have live. Obviously, we need to kind of travel light, so we can't take keyboards, resonators.
Yeah,
we'll probably need someone else to play the keyboard as well.
Yeah.
So we just do it still with 2 guitars, a bass, and drums.
There's no pianos on tracks or anything. Whatever we have done on piano, we'll play on guitar instead. And like I say, it's just our take on the album. We bring you a live representation of what we've recorded. And it's what we'll do is we'll sort of play to a song's strength. So if there's a part, say if there's 2 layers below the chorus, obviously there's only one lead guitarist, we need to choose which one is going to be the one that we play. So I think we picked the strongest parts of the track.
I think as well the biggest thing that we have added is backing vocals.
Yes.
Me and Robin Robin's doing a lot of backing vocals on taking a couple of songs. That's the thing we had to work on.
Yeah.
Make sure that was, because me and Robin didn't really do any singing beforehand. So it's something we needed to work on and practice.
Whipping into shape.
Yeah, Rich was beating us down the scene and saying, "You're not good enough." Yeah. But it was kind of one of the biggest things we started to put in.
And I think we had the mentality of, okay, we haven't had backing vocals in our live shows before. If we can't do them, we're not going to try to put them in there live if these guys aren't ready, because we don't want to put on a bad show. What we want to do is we want to enhance everything every single time we go out. And every single show, every new place that we're playing, I think we're getting stronger on stage. And they really are coming together now. And it adds another element. We've got Robin, like Chris said, to do backing vocals. There's no female voice on the studio album, so that brings another dynamic. She's quiet compared to me, but it's a nice little change.
Songs like "Wait for You," when she's doing the backing vocals for that, it's such a nice contrast having a female singer underneath your voice. It definitely works well in that song.
Yeah. I think that we have picked up a lot of traffic, I suppose, coming through to our website, people getting in touch, people buying our albums. I mean, the other day we got played out on Planet Rock, and you can tell when we get played on Planet Rock because 5 people buy the album off the website straight away. And that is the support that a band like us needs.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting picked up by national radio stations, and we've made it onto playlists, and it's kind of unheard of for a band that's not got a record label behind them, and it's a surreal experience.
Yeah. And with live shows as well, we get so many new faces that are coming to our live performances that come up to us after the show and say, "I heard you guys on Planet Rock, I just wanted to come see you guys live."
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
And it's strange looking out at someone in the audience that you don't recognise and they're singing your song. That's mad. It's just mad. It is, and I think it's happened so fast. I think we've gone from being the go-to support band in the West Midlands to being kind of thought of as the next new headliner coming through.
I think a big thing for me as well was probably just under a year ago, we would look at bands and think, "Oh, it'd be great to support them." And recently, they're supporting us. We've been put on bills where they're supporting us on stage, and you just think, wow, that's kind of a role reversal. Having a successful band support you as well.
It's brilliant. I mean, we're getting to see a lot of the country that we haven't seen before, not just to play a show, but actually we've never been to that part of the country. Like Chris, he's never been to Scotland, so we're going to take him 3 times this year to go to go up there, have a look around, play a couple of shows.
Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to Scotland. I'll say not been there. And as well, when you headline, you get a big dressing room a lot of the time.
That is true. That is true. When we played the Slade Rooms in Wolverhampton, we headlined obviously for our album launch, and Chris took full advantage of the facilities there. He had a shower, he had everything.
We won't go into too much detail, but yeah.
In other words, Rich, shut up.
Yeah, the shower. Yeah.
Well, we're always throwing ideas out there, aren't we, in terms of new music. We've sat down a couple of times now and had a few writing sessions. And I think it's one thing that we try and do as regularly as we can. When we're not on the road and not rehearsing for shows, then we try and sit down and hash some new stuff out.
I think as well we're going to introduce 2 or maybe 3 songs in future gigs.
Just try them out.
Try them out, as what we're doing with Save Tomorrow before. So I think we're going to go down the same route as not just writing songs and keeping them hush hush until we release an album. We're going to play a new song or 2 in
especially as we've got headline shows, we get long sets. It means that we can be a bit more flexible with what we play. So if we want to throw in a new one just to gauge the reaction, then we've got that opportunity.